Right, 32 leads off the Blizzard pen. That sheep in the photograph and the start there is also in front of the catalogue was my top Blizzard ram from last year, and I think this is the best Blizzard ram this time. 32. My notes on this ram are he's big and he is the best. I'm really pleased with this ram. I think he's from a good maternal line, and he's got a right presence about him. He's the first out the gate when you go to move them. He's got a really correct fluid movement to him, and a good set of figures. He's probably got a little bit more wool than some people would be looking for, but he's well filled with wool right under his belly. He's good wide behind, deep, well filled jiggets. I think he's a great ram. And then there's this pair out of probably my favourite Texel ewe, a ewe that's got a fair bit of age behind her and looks as if she's going to go another go anyway. And two very similar good rams, just like that first sheep. A lot of the same attributes, good maternal line. Um, Nicely fleshed, nice movement, and very correct. They're both bold-headed, active sheep, uh, good feet, good maternal figures, good laminese figures, above average fat, top 1% index, very good in the worm resistance as well. And that combination of Blizzard and V-Day has some great use and staying power behind it. Now here's another set of twins, Blizzards out of a V-Day Gimmer this time. 35 is the big sheep. He's got to be the sort of he's probably the longest and sheep with the biggest stretch in the whole batch really. And his brother's got the carcass genetics. He's a wee bit he's is much thicker and is just dripping with flesh, that sheep. So one brother, big, long and tall, with a great length of neck and outlook, and the other tup, uh, jiggets, wide and powerful. Three very active fleet Blizzard sons coming together here. 37's a long sheep, nicely square made behind, a good width behind him, and quite neat front ended. 38 turning the corner there with a black lip, good wide jiggets to him. He's got a right wedge shape, neat front end and wide behind. A high head with a good carriage to him and good movement. At 39's in the middle there. He's got a big barn door of a backside, and very wide and very well filled over the tail head, and a very able and free moving sheep with it. He's a super set of figures too, and he shares a granny with two of the top lots last year. That went to Alan Drysdale and also one to Tom Sands. And another two Blizzards out of both out of older good ewes. And that first one, particularly a ewe that stood a long time. He's a meaty, bold-headed sheep with a good outlook. That one at the back, out of a 2015 ewe that's still going about. And lot 41 there out of that ewe is bred. She's bred some of the better lambs about. He's a tough looking sheep, square made, with a nice balance, and he's not too extreme in any way. I think he's a right good sort of female breeder, the sort of sheep that just carries on. And then the last two in this pen, uh, 42 out of a very old ewe. She was a big, strong, powerful ewe, so it's no surprise this guy's got quite a bit of shape as well. Good jigget, neat shoulder, and similar to the last two really. Staying power behind him, and the last guy wide behind, very good skin, and but with that sort of blizzard and Apache on his mother's side, that's what you expect, a bit of shape and good wool.